That was too much. That was way too much.
I'm opening the door.
Oof. All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. Kenny is here. We're back for Bannerlord. What, episode 16 now? And yes, we are now going to start putting together the pieces of the dragon banner. We have already, during the last live stream and now, I met with the first, you have to meet with two people. One of them is named Istiana, and she was a spy for Nertes, and she wants to help us find the banner pieces so that we can join the Empire back together. She won't help us if we say that we're against the Empire, so you just say, yeah, I'm all for that. And then there's another gentleman we still have to meet. So I've already acquired one piece so far. So we've collected 1 out of 3 pieces of the dragon banner. And now we need to go meet with another fellow. We have 121 days, though. I wanted to go ahead and get it started, so we've collected one piece, and we now have to... we have 121 days still. So before we rush off to do that, I'm still trying to get... Well, Varcheg is mostly stable, and Omar is still trying to stabilize. So I don't know, I don't recall if after we get the second piece, we have to declare what we're going to do. Whether we're going to support an empire or not, whether we have to become a kingdom or not. Can we stay just a clan for right now? I'm not entirely sure. So I want to do my best to make sure these are stable before we find ourselves in trouble. And if I can get them stable, then I can try to get them stocked with a little bit more troops. So the biggest problem that we have had with these two towns that I know now is loyalty. If loyalty drops below 26, all construction stops. So I've been having to do a little bit of construction, stop, do a little bit of construction, stop, and rinse and repeat that procedure to get these fairgrounds knocked out. So even with a loyalty of 51, it's now going down by 2, and this one could stall out as well if it goes below 26. But and that one has probably not. We only have 10 days left on this to complete, and this should help us out tremendously, keeping the loyalty up. Okay, so let's go ahead and leave and run back over to Varcheg. I'm very fortunate that this is the very first time playing this that I've managed to still be a clan and take 2 towns. One, I've never been able to take a town, period. It wasn't until I watched more videos on how to do a proper siege. So my first time playing through was just a nightmare. And then I died. It was just bad. And I was like, I don't like this game. But it's been in the back of my mind that, look, people are successful at this. They've done it. I should be able to do it. So far, I have. And again, I'm very fortunate that 2 unknown clans came and took these over and allowed me to take them. Which, if you take a town from an unknown clan, then the other major kingdoms won't come after you, supposedly. So far, they have not. Okay, now Varcheg is doing really, really good. It was. It's got a loyalty drift now of a positive 149. And they're working on fairgrounds as well. I think tier 3 or it says 2. I don't know if it's working on 3 or if it's working on 2. Probably 3. And this has 3 days to complete. So we'll just hang out here and do a couple of smithy things. This has been another thing surprising is we're at 257 smithing points. We've been grinding it as hard as we've been grinding tournaments and everything else. And it is so difficult still because we don't have access to every part yet. Look at how much stuff we still have to unlock. This is just blades. So finding and getting these items made exactly the way that they want. For example, here, weapon reach. Let me start with the handle first. And then knowing which ones are the longest, trying to find the ones that are the longest. That's 25, 25, 15. I wish they were all in order too. They're not. They're all over the place. So 25 is the longest. Yeah. So let's start with the 25 reach, and then increase that a little bit, but that still doesn't do much for us. Now the blade, same thing. Trying to find the right dang blade that provides the right amount of thrust pierce damage and swing cut damage. That one is probably the closest. Okay. But by increasing the blade length, I knock it out of, you know, what you're trying to do is get all of these to turn green. All right. So by having that long blade, so that, even though with that particular blade, it's doing right, but we still have these three stats that just are not. That one's closer, requiring just more weapon reach. Let's see if we can do it with the blade as well. But with that one, in this setup right here, we can't achieve the proper length. Same kind of thing here. We cannot achieve the proper length. This one we can achieve the proper length. Let's try to bring this down and get swing speed up. But even doing this, we can't, I'm not able to get all of them. So I get really frustrated and impatient. And that's one of our best options right there with that particular setup. The only thing we haven't modified is the crossguard yet. And what we're looking at, and this, none of this is going to help with thrust pierce damage, I don't believe. But we'll go through them. We're doing better with just the first one. It does have, it obviously has something to do with it. But we're so far off in the numbers here, 36 to 43. So we're doing worse as we check out the other ones. Let's put it back there. We'll leave that. Come to this part now, the pommel. Yeah, having that pommel, having this pommel knocks 3 of those out. And now what, you know, we can do is now try to find the ones, this, all of these are keeping them close, but now we look for the ones that are giving the best benefit. 93, 88, 53, 89. 93, 89. 53, 90. But that one's better than that one. That one's better than that one. No difference. 94. 92, 94, 93. Yeah. So at this point, you know, they're not going to probably be happy. And I've obviously picked a blade where it's, oh no, I was going to say, now we can't forge it. After all of that, I look down here and I realize we're out of wood and we're out of iron. So that's lovely. I normally don't like buying from our own town and depleting any stores that they have. But in this case, well, they only have 4 hardwood, so that's not going to help us. Okay, well, we needed to kill some time anyway. So let us go buy some wood. And the closest one is here. Some bandits. Yeah, it's better. 101. Okay. And we might as well get some grain on the way home. So I'm holding a lot of the troops on me. We've had to get rid of a lot of troops. to keep the food level up as well as keep the loyalty up. I was way overzealous in buying troops. Okay, we might as well stop and get some fish too. Just buy everything. Okay. And the blade that we were working on is now shot. So we have to now try to do it again. Oh, we're doing any of that. What an annoying sound. Now the wrought crude iron. Yeah. And now we're tired. We have to go out and wait for a little bit. $15 wood. I don't even know if we can, but we'll try it. One and a sword. No, we don't have enough. Now, crude or something. We don't have much we can smelt. One day. So let's see if there's any iron, and I see none. But we can look for tools like blacksmith hammers, iron pitchforks, Now we're short on weapon reach again. Well, that is kind of the closest we're going to get. We're only 2 points off here. And the client is at least satisfied. And that every time you're successful, you increase relationships with whoever is purchasing it. It's telling me at this point my brother is the one purchasing it. That makes no sense, but it doesn't have to, I suppose. Alright, so other than the piercing damage, we only have one option of blades to choose from here, so we'll just go with it. Satisfied. Dagger. Sometimes you get lucky and it's really close, but mostly not. And normally when you're going for handling, you have to decrease sizes. None of these handles just by themselves help in any way. 109. None of these really help. Surprisingly, that big fat one there helps with handling. That did it. Now swing cut damage. $28, $32. But now thrust speed is, I don't know, weapon reach. By making it longer, we're hurting ourselves. Increasing the handle doesn't really help. So again, now what's going on here? Not enough iron. Or I don't know. I picked the. I don't know. Well, that's a real drag. Again, just drag. Boy, they have a ton of blacksmith hammers. But we're almost tired, too tired. Yeah, too tired. And this should be the one day that we needed. All right. Did you finish? One day still. Okay. In case like this, I'm frustrated. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it. Oh, that wasn't even one of the orders. What is with these? Yeah, when I get frustrated, I just, hey, you take what I make, or you don't take it. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Okay. All right, we have Fairgrounds 3. We have a +3 to loyalty now, which is so fantastic. So probably don't have to worry too much about the town too much now stopping any construction. So now I need to, The other town, Omar, is doing really well. It already has really good fortifications still. It has most things built already. The workshops are supposed to make all... Improves the project development speed. Also, stonemasons reinforce the walls. Access to clean water. This is owner influence. Bonus to taxes. Bonus to garrison troops. Garrison capacity. Well, let's go with the workshops. So we always have the fastest build speed. You can 138 days, 92 days, 63. I doubt we're going to get much more. No, we're capped out at 63. Okay. Back over to Omar. It's been a long day. Okay. Omar. Six days to complete. On a -1 loyalty slide. Okay. We might as well check the arena. Nothing's going on here. So let's go ahead and just wait. Normally, while I've been waiting, I've been pulling you hover over the town and you'll get your stat box, and just been staring at loyalty and the food stocks. Right now, this town is doing amazing with the plus 51 food stock. If that doesn't help loyalty, I don't know what does. And it's still a negative 1.27. Look at all that food. Plus 5.7 prosperity. We were just a 6 a second ago. Says my brother won the tournament in his town over there at Varcheg. That's cool that he participates in the tournaments while governor. Right, how many days has that been? We have 1 day left. All right, Fairgrounds 3. They've already got level 3 workshops. So the next thing is more food. 92 days. 72. Really, they're going to make us do 72 days. It was a waste of 10,000 dinars. We're not hurting at the moment. We are sitting at 2.2 million dinars. Okay. So now we have 106 days. Doesn't really matter. We could just go do it at this point, I suppose. $72 days on something like that anyway. And I don't want to waste your time just sitting here doing 72 days of just waiting. All right, here we go. I'm really surprised that there are so few. Oops, got one alone.
Yes! We won!
All right. Okay. Talked with Istiana. And to get the third piece, we must meet with Arzagos. And he's at Marunath. Now he's going to tell a story that's just the opposite of hers. He is the character that you will, if you are going to try to play as an anti-empire person, that your goal is join one of these other kingdoms here and destroy the empire. And there he is right there. He's got the yellow exclamation point. Let me turn down my music here because he's going to talk.
Sorry, I don't think I know you. You probably are aware that I am Arzagos. I'm not sure why you have sought me out, but know that my old life as an Imperial lapdog is over. So, who are you, and what brings you to me?
I believe I have a piece of the dragon banner of Calredios.
Is that true? Well, that is interesting. You may have one piece of the banner, but it's of little use in itself. You'll have to find the other parts. But once you can bring together the pieces, you'll have something of tremendous value. The banner of Calredios is part of a legend. It was said to be carried by Calredios the Great, who first led his people to this land to conquer and despoil. The legend says that no army led by a true son of Calredios shall be defeated in battle.
Well, I know that is not true because I got my butt whooped.
Convenient legend, eh? Of course, the Calradians have been defeated many times, but I guess those were not true sons. Still, you could say it represents the strength and endurance of this empire. A buyer? I can help you do far more than that. Before I answer, you and I need to know more about each other. I don't know what you know about me. I was a citizen of the Empire. I was a commander in the Imperial armies. But I am not Imperial. I am what they call Pelayik. Pelayik is a language that is no longer spoken, except by a few old people. Even the word Pelayik is Imperial. We are people who have forgotten who we are. The Empire has a genius for destruction. The destruction of languages, traditions, gods. It takes our fortresses, slaughters our men, and turns our children into its own children. Nothing can bring the Pelayik people back. They are now Imperial. But it is an insult to our name, to our gods, to our memory, that the state which destroyed our shrines and fortresses should last and thrive. I have vowed that this empire shall not survive this civil war if I can do anything to stop it. And believe me, if I had that banner, there is very much something I could do.
So I don't know that you have an option other than tell him what he wants to hear. Because I don't know then that'll, you're SOL.
Good. Then I will tell you what I know. I heard about one other piece. I do not know where the other pieces are. You may need to keep searching for them. When you have recovered all pieces, return to me, and I'll help you put them to use.
Okay. And it's just right here. Very convenient. Mm. Whoops. Okay. We have all 3 pieces, and we did it, and we still have 102 days left, so not too bad. And okay, now we have to decide what we're going to do. Are we going to go talk with Istiana, or are we going to go back and talk to Arzagos and oppose the Empire? I think whatever you choose to do, I think at this point, you save your game. And then I really recommend that you save another copy. So, you know, actually, let me write this. Dragon Banner. And you could do this too. You could title 1 Empire. Learn how to type. I can't. Is it too long? Okay. Okay. So you're giving yourself some options, right? Continue forward. If you choose at some point that you went the wrong way and you chose wrong and you'd like to go back and go a different route, go Empire or non-Empire, so set yourself up with a couple of saves. I have been saying from the start, even though you didn't hear me because my microphone wasn't working for all of those live streams, that was the last thing in the world I ever thought to check for. So all through the live streams where you didn't hear me, I was professing that in this campaign, I would love to see if we can actually, reunite the Empire. And so I need to go back to Epigratea and meet again with Istiana. She was one of the spies, like the main spy for King Nertes, however you pronounce it. She'll tell you how to pronounce it. All right. And there she is up there. She's got the yellow exclamation point. You kept your word. Not everyone is so dependable these days. I have gathered all the pieces of the Dragon Banner. What now?
Impressive. Most impressive. Well, things will get interesting now. I will need to embroider a proper legend about you. Divine omens at your birth, that kind of thing. For now, we can call you Bannerlord, who brings down the wrath of heaven on the impudent barbarians.
Like it.
Now, there are 2 paths that lie ahead of you, my child. You can make your own claim to the rulership of the Empire and try to win the Civil War, or support an existing claimant.
You can make your own claim to the rulership of the empire, try to win the civil war, or support an existing claimant. How can I support an existing imperial claimant?
Choose one and pledge allegiance. When this civil war began, I was a bit torn. Regea was the cleverest ruler, Garios probably the best fighter, and Lukon seemed to have the best grasp of our laws and traditions. But you can make up your own mind.
Now, Regea, because we took the time to develop ourselves with the first 1,000 days that you're allotted, almost 2,000 days that you're allotted when you first start. I spent so much time. Regea at this point has died. Surprisingly, Lukon is still alive. Usually he dies early of old age, but in this case, Regea has died already. And I believe I've seen Garios out there, but I can't say for certain.
My little birds will tell me once you pledge your support. You can make your own claim to the rulership of the Empire and try to win the civil war, or support an existing claimant.
Okay, how do I create my own imperial kingdom?
To have a chance as an imperial contender, you must fulfill some conditions. Firstly, your clan must be independent. You cannot be pledged to an existing realm. Next, your clan's renown must have spread far and wide, or no one will take you seriously. Also, of course, I recommend that you have as large an army as you can gather. Finally, you need a capital. Any settlement will do, so long as the inhabitants speak the imperial language. Now, when you are ready to declare your new kingdom, instruct the governor of your capital to have a proclamation read out throughout your lands. Well, that should keep you busy for a while. Come back when you're ready.
All right.
You can make your own claim to the rulership of the Empire.
All right. So that's where we're at now in Bannerlord. So now it is up to us to decide. We've already met. We've been traveling around. We've actually met Lukon. We did not take him up on his offer to become a vassal. So now we have 100 days. That's the reason why I said, take as much time as you can at the start with those days that they give you to build up as much as you can. Okay. Now you can decide what to do. You talk to Istiana, and now you may want to talk to Arzagos and take his opinions too. Okay. So, where are we at? We're almost at an hour, and that's fine. Normally, I let these, I play for a couple hours every night, but I am exhausted. And this is really all we needed to get done tonight. And I needed to show you, just to assemble the dragon banner, meet with this Diana to decide, get the information on how to join an empire. So tomorrow, or the day after, when we pick it up next, we will continue building up Omar and Varcheg, and we're going to go find Lukon again. His name is Lukon. He lives on the second floor. Well, that's Luca. And last, he was down here, but we'll find him. You can always find somebody by typing N, bringing up the encyclopedia. Type in their name. He's died. And we just saw him. He just like a week ago. So in this last week, he has died. So now it's Gyarios. Who is still alive and has dark hair still, so he's relatively, well, it says he's, oh my gosh, it says he's 62. And normally it tells us where he's at. Yeah. Last seen near Vostrom. So that's who we're going to be going to find on the next live stream. So, dear friends, thank you for tuning in tonight. And again, I'm so sorry it was so short, but I'm wiped out. And I'm supposed to do Long Dark live stream tonight, and I'm just going to cancel that. I'll just have to put it off till tomorrow as well. So, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. And I can't apologize enough for not making sure that my mic was working on all the previous live streams. Take care. God bless.